Okay, I first met or got to know Firsthand Lothian last year, around about March time. I contacted them because I had been incredibly unwell. Unfortunately, my husband decided that he couldn't really cope with a child with special needs. So I was entirely on my own with Jamie, who has a diagnosis of autism and severe anxiety, hyperacusis and light sensitivity. And he shut down, and I contacted Firsthand Lothian. They phoned me back, I think it was within a day or 2 days, and she said that it sounded as if we needed emergency input. Debbie's the support worker who came along with Evie at our first initial meeting, and it's been Debbie who's been my main contact. And just because I have 2 children, obviously it was for Jamie predominantly, but over time Debbie got to know myself and my younger son. Debbie is forced to watch Impractical Jokers, everything that he has recorded online, because he's learned how to work Virgin Media. You know, he doesn't have friends, so actually I suppose in a way it would be like him going to the cinema with somebody every so often. Yeah. It was a safe space for Jamie in the living room with Debbie. So what I normally do is I go upstairs, or I try and go out, and Jamie laughs from the minute she gets there to the minute she leaves, and he is exhausted. And it's lovely, it's really lovely. It gave us the confidence to actually build up the time that I could leave the house, not asking him to do anything, but little things like Debbie coming round and me leaving the house meant I could give him a key, and for him to have a key, that was a big thing. For the first time, he's never asked to see a film before in his life, and a few months ago when Debbie came in the door, he put a film on. I couldn't believe it, and I really was like, he'd obviously looked it up, recorded it, kept it for Debbie coming, and was waiting for her to come in, get her a cup of tea, and then he put it on. Honestly, it was a real kind of wow. And of course I laughed at Debbie saying if I'd known I would have made sure it was a rom-com or something. They also were absolutely fantastic when we realised that the service was coming to an end. And that was really dramatic for us, because our family is incredibly isolated, because I'm a single mum, and Jamie is only at school for 2 hours a day, and I have to drive him there, walk him through the corridors, drop him off, bring him back again. So of course the only thing he had to look forward to is Debbie. I don't know how they did it, and I'm not joking. I remember when Debbie actually said, you know, we could actually do this, but you'd have to self-fund, and I just said, we'll do it, it's Lee. Jamie that night was so stunned, and I went into his room and I couldn't help but cry, and I was like, that means that, you know, you can actually work with her, because I just thought she'd worked so hard to get to know him, although it looked effortless. But the teachers have worked with him for years and never got that out of him. I'm not quite sure where we would be without them, to be honest. And if you've got a child with special needs, you don't know what impacts people, you know, how much somebody coming in and actually supporting you or giving you advice, or, you know, I think people don't realise we're 2 or 3 hours a month or every few weeks. That can make the world of difference, especially to siblings, because that meant that Matthew and I could actually go and do something together, or I could drop him off to go and see one of his friends and pick him up. I think they do a fantastic job. I mean, I don't know how many children or families they can have on their books at one time, but I do know they've got a long waiting list. But they were, I hate to say this, the only people that actually came through. But what they give us is enough for us just now. That's all I ask. If Jamie's got some positivity in his life and something to look forward to in a friend, then that's been the brilliant things.